How to be a bad artist. Here's a guide on how to become a bad artist and an unsuccessful creative. Do these 16 things and you, my friend, will fail. And I guarantee you that thing. So there's this thing called inverse thinking. Instead of thinking, how will I succeed at something? How will I get this thing done? You will ask yourself a inverse question. How can I fail at this thing? And how will I not do this thing? So if you do that, you will know what not to do, and doing the opposite of that will often help you. So number one, start tomorrow, because that's what bad creatives do. They start tomorrow. They always procrastinate and they will put things out in the future, not now, because that's what successful folks do. Now is not the time. Later, someday, one day is always the time. So start tomorrow, not today. Overthink about what you want to do. There is a difference between thinking and overthinking. Thinking is sort of putting your choices on the table and picking one and actually sticking with it despite knowing that other things are a sacrificed item. You may not have them, and this decision that you took could not be perfect, but you choose to do it. Whereas overthinking is just you mulling on things over and over again. Oh, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? And just keep on going like this and this and this and this. And you do that for a million years and you will die. That's the end of the story. So if you want to be a successfully unsuccessful creative, overthink. That is the way to go. Be embroiled in the fantasy of your own mind, because actuality is imperfect, reality is imperfect. Your cool comic projects is extremely perfect in your head, right? But when you sort of put it out there, it becomes imperfect, and that means you gotta do this thing called facing your fears. Why would you want to do that? Don't do that, right? Just be in your fantasy. Live life in your fantasy, and my friend, that is the greatest place to be a sucky artist. The next one is to plan meticulously but never start. So let's say you want to do a project. All you have to do is take a piece of paper, list down all the things that needs to be done, and never start. You should always plan. And guess what? Here's the thing. Here's even a secret tip. You should look for the perfect plan, a perfect strategy, and you should try to make sure each and every single step of your plan is so perfect, so beautiful, so meticulously crafted. When executed, it will be the most awesome thing ever happened in the history of human beings. But you want to be an unsuccessful creator, right? You shouldn't execute that plan. That's the trick. Just do all this and don't start. Yes, I'm gonna suck. Yay. And the next one is to indulge in negative self-talk of your mind. Yeah, your mind will throw a lot of things at you, like self-doubt. You'll be doubting yourself. You tell yourself you're not enough. You feel like an imposter. What you need to do is get all those things, fear, anxiety, depression, and just take all those things and indulge in them. You shouldn't actually objectively sort of separate yourself, your identity from those things. Don't do that, right? That's bad recipe, right? Recipe for failure. You should combine your identity with that negative self-talk, and they should be one, like, Jack and Rose in Titanic, so that Jack can die in the end and Rose can marry some random dude. So indulge in your negative self-talk. That's awesome. And here's the next thing. Talk about doing things, but never do them. Just tell the world your plans, your goals. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and don't do them. Because it's really nice and feels great to talk about things. And if you want to be a successful, unsuccessful creative, you got to talk about things. You got to tell other people what you're going to do, and not do that. Don't allow yourself to fail, because if you allow yourself to fail, if you allow yourself to try things, you might get those things right? You don't want to do that. Why would you want to do that, right? Don't allow yourself to fail. You should be so perfect at all times, like the time you wake up at the start of the day and time you sort of, go to bed. You should be so perfect, and you should never make many mistakes, because mistakes are for petty humans. You're not a petty human. You're a god. You're an unsuccessful creative god, right? So shouldn't allow yourself to fail. Speaking of failure, you let your failures get to your head. You will fail at times, and you should let that get to your head. When the failure comes, you just create a swimming pool of failures in your head and you should just dive into it. Like, yay, look at all the failures of my past. And once that happens, all of a sudden you might turn slightly into you might gain some sense. And then if you happen to sort of pick yourself up by any chance, and you might succeed at little things, the next one is to let your successes get to your head, because that's what unsuccessful creatives do, right? They let their failures get to their head and they let their successes get to their head. Create another swimming pool next to the failure pool, put all your successes in that and just jump, and you'll feel crappy, right? After a while, you'll just have inflated ego and pride. So that's the greatest way to live life, right? So yeah, should do that. And then once you sort of again fail because of that, then you'll collect all your failures and jump into the failure pool. So you just keep jumping between the pools and I think you'll be successful. No, unsuccessfully successful. So successfully unsuccessful. But all these things are not enough, right? These things are not enough. Here are 7 more awesome things, right? You gotta listen to these things. Always aim for perfection. Sort of speaking of allowing yourself to fail, you gotta always aim at perfect, not mediocre. Mediocre is also not that great. You should aim for perfection. Nothing below that. Good? No. Good enough? No. Just perfection. Just aim for it. Just keep aiming for perfection and expect to actually achieve it. That's the beautiful part, right? Because some sane creative folks, they would aim for perfection, but they would be okay with good enough. You shouldn't do that. You should aim for perfection and never settle, and never start, and you'll be fine. Next one is to practice black and white thinking. Yeah, like let's say you take up a project and that project for some reason turns out to be a failure, and you tell yourself that it failed because you've not learned any skills from it, you've not taken any experience from it. None of that things that you did in that project is not going to ever help you in the next projects that you're going to do, because everything is just black and white in life. You either do or you don't. And that's the way to be an unsuccessful creative. You think in black and white terms. This or that, vegan or carnivore, black or white, Trump or Biden. The next thing that you gotta do, my friend, is to think in days, weeks, and months, not years and decades. Because if you have shorter time spans, right? Just plan ahead for the week. You're in the moment, bro. You live in the life. You're living the YOLO life. #YOLO. If you think in decades and multiple years, you may think ahead and you might start to become patient, and we don't want that, because patience will make you better. No, don't do that. Next one is to avoid fears and never write it down. It may actually cure fears. Easier said than done, right? You should avoid fears. You should always avoid your fears. If you're scared of something, run the other way. Hey! But you never confront it, right? You just don't turn back and say, okay, hey, fear, what are you? And you just don't stare the fear in the eye. Don't do that. The fear might actually get scared. You don't want to do that. You might define the fear, actually. And it may not be as scary as you thought it was. So we don't want that, right? When fear comes to you, just pack up and run. And all this sort of ties to the other thing, which is don't be courageous. Yeah, because that will do the same thing. And finally, start something new today, repeat tomorrow. Yeah, because you should start something new every single day. That's what awesome folks do. That's what unsuccessful creative gods such as you and me do. We start something new today, and we start something new tomorrow, and again tomorrow. We'll start something new all day. We'll just ruminate in that cycle of starting something new, and it feels so good. It feels like taking drugs, actually. I don't know what it's like to take drugs because I've never done drugs, but I am sure this is how it feels, because new is nice. Doing the same thing and doing the same thing better is boring. I don't want that, man. No. You never finish. You be the rabbit, not the tortoise. You never finish the race. You should just take a nap. Be easy on yourself. Go easy on yourself. Why are you so hard on yourself? Listen to your feelings. That's what artists do. They always listen to their feelings. The real artists, they actually listen to the feelings and put it on paper and put it into projects and actually ship it. No, don't do that. You gotta listen to your feelings and just sit there. Just vibe with your feelings in your head. Be in your fantasy. Run away from your fears. And just don't finish things. You, my friend, will have the greatest recipe right there to be the unsuccessful creative God. You'll be so successful at being this unsuccessful creative God. The creative gods who are actually unsuccessful will see you and think, man, this guy is doing better than me. I should be more. I should take notes. So yeah, that's the thing. So if you want to suck at art, do these things. Do it every day. Oh wait, that's consistency. You don't want to do that too. Don't do these things every day too, So yeah. So you're like literally nothing. Wow, it's so great to be nothing. Yeah.